Thank you for tuning into our channel, Overlow Farm in Mhondoro-Ngezi, Zimbabwe. Thank you to our returning subscribers. Today we're basically talking about molasses again. I know some of our followers and subscribers have indicated that they would like to see how we typically prepare our molasses as part of the animal supplement feed. And we have just, as you can tell from here, we have just had a delivery of our supply of molasses. We're a group of farmers who come together and just sort of we get our trucks. So some of us have good transport, so we bring our finances together and we go to Chirodzi Hippo Valley and acquire molasses, which will assist us throughout the coming year. As you can tell from the video, one of the things that we do is to we take a part of the molasses, mix it with some water, heat it up so that there is better consistency in the solution. And then what we do is we have acquired crop residues throughout the year, and part of this we use as animal feed, which helps really to supplement the pastures. So we mix this, we sprinkle this solution, which is the molasses solution, with this feed. Also add part of it some proteins in the form of chirako, which is a product of windmill. Actually, this chirako feed, it actually comes within it some molasses, and molasses, you can tell the trick is in the flavor and that it helps improve the appetite. So it is important as a farmer to try and find other nutrients that can help sort of to make the whole feed more richer and able to maintain the body shape. So this is what we do. As you can tell from what the animals are doing, they are feeding and their body shape is not too bad. When the rains come, we know we are in a position that is much better than if we had not sort of opted to introduce molasses as part of our feed supplement. We will continue to find other feeds to sort of augment this so that at least we are more productive and our health improves. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for keep tuning into your channel, Overlow Farm. Those who haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. We want to hit 1,000 hits somewhere this year, and you'll be part and parcel of the journey. We are also a farming community, so any ideas of sharing ideas, please, we are available to share ideas, and we are willing to learn. We are willing to collaborate and do things that are together. They say unity of purpose goes a long way. They say what the mind can conceive and believe it can do. So I believe when we put our ideas together, we can do great things. We are on a drive and nobody should be left behind. Those who are sort of having doubts about farming, you need to sort of jump in with both your feet and crack on and do the farming that what is in your heart. Thank you. You can tell from the video we have just weaned one of our cows, and one of the key things that you find with cows that have been suckling is that they may have their body condition a bit affected. In our case, we left our cow and calf a bit late, and one thing that we have noticed that is the body weight is sort of significantly reduced for the cow. The most critical factor influencing performance of cattle on forage diet is the amount of dry matter intake. Young growing grass and pasture crops usually have ample nutrients. Old pastures, crop residues and harvesting methods cause a reduction in these nutrients. So it is important that we incorporate this urea molasses supplement into our feeds in order to increase the protein intake for the weaning cows. It is important to be cognizant of the fact that you need to be following the timescales and the sort of guidelines pertaining to weaning and what to do in order to sort of improve both the mother and the calf's body structure post-weaning. This is sort of integral. That's why we sort of incorporated this molasses urea preparation. This will help us to sort of enable the animals to feed properly and enable the animals to have enough nutrients, especially during the dry period. You will find you also need to create a schedule of feeding so that at least you are not excessively feeding the animals, especially the fact that urea can be quite toxic when it's excessively given to animals. And you also need to be taking the safety tips that pertain to the amounts and the ratio that are used to sort of mix the molasses and the urea. It is something that needs to be looked at before you embark into it because of the safety issues. But it has got a natural benefit. Cattle do benefit a lot from these supplements, and it is seen that body weight can significantly change. In other fattening cow, people who are doing fattening, they are sort of following these sort of procedures. In the other countries, especially those who have got buffaloes, they also use these urea molasses combinations, and it's also used in combination with grain. So it is important that we are growing very healthy fodder for our animals, which you can then in turn use to build up even more richer feedstocks for animals. In particular, the protein-rich feeds like lucerne grass, catabora, all this sort of thing need to be incorporated into the animal. As if in the past, we do use farm crop residue as part of the animal feed. We grind it as we have shown in previous videos. So it is important that people who are sort of taking up these issues and making sure that our animals are getting the best nutrients throughout the year. For us, we have sort of lagged in some instances, especially when pertaining to weaning, and we need to be going back strictly to our calendars and following the protocols that are sort of in consultation with the vet. In conclusion, I would like to encourage our farmers to maximize on the crop residues. This is in order to minimize the cost of feeds, and it goes a long way in productivity on our farms. To those who have just tuned in, please like us, please share, leave your comments down below, and please let's have a discussion. Thank you.